set, go!
You're all muted.
Okay, so well then, you know how hard it is to run through and try to pick that damn nose. You want to go ahead and start then, since you want to be all this and that? Exactly what he said.
Oh, hey, how'd that flag get in there?
There it is! Damn it!
Do the thing.
Well, good afternoon. Good
No,
evening.
give him the monkey. That was monkey.
Oh,
Now he doesn't get it. Now he doesn't get it because you took too goddamn fucking long. You failed the physical challenge. Now, these two teams have 30 seconds to take the sponge, go over there, put it in a bucket of water, fill up the sponge with water, roll it over to their partners' heads, wring the sponge out, and when the water gets above the line, they're going to take control of the first round and win $25. They got 30 seconds. On their mark. Get set. Go!
But I feel like we already did that part.
But I got the cue card right here, man. I got the cue card. They gave me the right cue card this time, I swear.
Okay, fine. Take it away. Harvey, take it away.
Take a risk. Take a chance. Take a
No! Damn it! That's the wrong one! We did that one already!
No!
Wrong double dare! This is
cue
the
card.
upper one.
Oh, there's that one from like months ago. I think I got it here somewhere. Here we go. Wait, I don't need these. I'm going to ask you a question. And if you don't know the answer, and think the other team doesn't have a clue, you can dare them to answer for double the dollars. But be careful because they can always double dare you back for 4 times the amount. And then you either have to answer that question or take the physical challenge. Did I get it?
No.
No.
You went straight to 4 times the amount. You forgot the first dare.
You can dare them to answer for double the dollars.
Yes, he mentioned that part.
Okay, my bad. I didn't hear it. I'm gonna say lag.
Well, folks,
welcome to
Harry Broadhurst will not be seen tonight.
As if you haven't guessed already.
I was gonna say if you haven't seen that already. But since somebody wants to infringe on gimmicks, this W2M gimmick infringement will be seen tonight. Harry Broadhurst will not be seen tonight. Please enjoy this W2M Network episode of Life is Like a Game Show. Tonight, Double Dare, the good version. Yes, I went there.
You know what you folks need? And at times like this, when the show is off the rails in the first 5 minutes, I always find you grab yourself a refreshing beer.
Mute this man.
Not
La
only.
Chihuahua cerveza más fina su culo. Cerveza más fina su culo.
I'm just. I don't know what
the mierda. You better put. You need to put the fucking explicit tag on this now. I'm telling you. With the amount of curse words I just dropped in Spanish there.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just sitting here.
I'm sorry to our Spanish-speaking listeners.
I'm just sitting here with la cerveza actual más fina en los Estados Unidos.
Ajá, la cerveza la más fina actual son Corona. Y si se dice algo diferente, yo te lo voy a matar en su culo.
Vive Cuervo?
¿No se gusta un shandy especial?
Vive Cuervo?
¿Con limonada? ¿No? Si usted prefiere la Corona? Okay.
No,
Suit yourself.
mi preferida es un José Cuervo.
All right. So, I guess
That gets him to
makes me-
John. You know that you know what's nice about that running gag.
I get to be the voice of reason tonight.
Apparently, but you know what's nice about that right there, John.
It just gets better with age, much like the contents.
Much like she said. That's what she said.
No,
It's definitely. That's two for John tonight. We're on a roll. Damn it, Harry. This is what happens when you're not around.
Feel better
5 minutes
soon.
in. Feel better soon, buddy. But
Yeah,
we're
feel better soon. We
we're-
both were down the other days.
we're 6 minutes and 30 seconds into this podcast, and it's already so far irrecoverably off the rails. It's not even funny. But you know what's funny about that gimmick there, John?
What is so funny about that game?
Every time I hold up the bottle of Cuervo, it shuts Watkins right up and puts that shit-eating grin on his face. Because he knows the only way he is going to get that bottle of Cuervo and finally put an end to that running gag once and for all is for him to finally come to fucking Lakeland.
Yep.
Or Atlanta. One of the two.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Lakeland, I'm not exactly sure, but I mean, Dragon Con 2022?
A certain key line beverage is being prepared in 9 days.
But anyways, Double Dare, the good version. I mean the Nickelodeon version. I mean the good version. Not the obscure Double Dare Mark Summers version.
You mean the created by...
See, I can't even say Alex Trebek without saying Mark Summers. I'm sorry, Alex Trebek. Rest in peace, buddy.
See, Alex, you're looking down. I know you're friendly because Canadian and all. Him right there. You know where he is, okay?
No.
Yeah,
You gotta go pay. No. Go pay a visit to Watkins because he's disrespected beer.
So you're referring to the version created by the team of Jeffrey Darby, Michael Kingoffer, D. LeDuc, Robert Melenthal, and Debbie Beese, who came on for Family Double Dare.
I'm going to assume that you went and got that from the not academic source.
Oh, you're damn right I did.
Yeah, I've had a feeling.
Presented by the great Mark Summers.
Yes, the legendary Mark Summers. Oh, I know what I need to find.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Since we're already off the
I'm
rails.
ahead of you on that one.
Are you talking about our DCS clip?
I'm talking about a certain clip from a certain brewery, yes, and I've got it ready to go.
God damn it, don't question the wavelengths. Put it in the chat.
Actually, you do it one better.
Put it in the chat.
If you are ever on a game show, do not, and I repeat, do not shout out the answers.
We have no volume.
Muted.
It's muted, you dumbass. That's why I said just put the clip in chat so Watkins can play it.
Yet the clip still isn't in the chat because you're not.
He can't. I don't even think he can hear me. Nielsen, wake up!
What? Did you shout out an answer?
Nobody heard the clip. Put it in the chat so Watkins can play it. Thank you. God, we lose Broadhurst and we all have to fucking take turns like the fucking baton pass of who's the voice of reason.
Yeah, look.
This is not a second generation Pokemon battle.
Look, I would drop that baton so damn fast, it would be worse than the USA relay.
All right, let's get our three mugs out of here.
don't know the answer. If the green team doesn't have a clue, you can dare them to answer for double the points. But be careful because they can always double dare you back for 4 times the amount. Then you either have to answer that question or do what, Harvey? That would be take the physical challenge. That is correct. All right. Do me a favor and do not shout out any answers. Do not shout out any answers. We're going to play round 1, about 10 questions. Then we're going to take about a 15-minute break, do some pictures and autographs. And then we're going to do round 2, take another 15-minute break. Then we're going to play our bonus round and find out who the winner is. So here we go. Question number 1. What is the oldest continually operating brewery in the United States, and where is it? Shut the fuck up! Would you please? Did I not tell you not to shout out the answers? Jesus Christ.
Folks, we warned you. It was not going to be a not explicit show. Okay, we warned you. The show's already off the rails. Expect plenty of profanity.
Don't shout out the fucking answers.
Like our friend Harry Broadhurst would say if he was here. Sometimes you just gotta say fuck.
Rails, where we're going, we don't need rails.
Yeah, this show's gotten a little messy already.
You know what we do need where we're going?
Chihuahua?
I don't know. You can take your pick. I give you the Cuervo or the Smirnoff.
I think you need to go with the Smirnoff.
Either way, it's booze.
Well, I mean, I don't know. If all have seen the
Drink
most recent,
Drink responsibly. 21 means 21. God damn it.
yeah, drink responsibly. Don't pull a me. Like you saw in the
which by the way, hashtag bet on Bovada. Since we're talking about things that require you to be 21.
Yeah, I need a minute.
He wasn't expecting it. I caught him off guard. I caught him off guard. Please gamble responsibly. 21 means 21, God damn it.
If you're going to do something I would do absolutely not drink irresponsibly and pull a me on the recent episode of the Kickoff a few weeks back. Yes, we will be coming back at the end of the regular season. However,
hold on a second. Also, if you're going to do something that Eric is going to do, stop.
Don't do it.
Think about it. Listen to your gut. And then maybe don't do it.
Depends on.
And at least Watkins got the goddamn reference.
Also, don't bet on any of our sports teams right now. They're all doing horribly.
Look, I was gonna say if you're
the Lightning are up. The Lightning are up. Don't drag my Lightning down.
Yeah, sorry.
Although in hockey news, Ben Bishop's retiring.
I'm sorry.
He's no longer with the Lightning, but he trained Vasilevsky. You can go shove it up your ass.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Who's still atop of the division? Funny, it's a team in Florida, but it ain't the Lightning. But if you are going to pull a me and
do I need to come up to Jacksonville and kick your ass?
I think we need to go up to Michigan and kick somebody else's ass because I think we've got a viewer right now.
Well,
we do, as a matter of fact. Yes, Toby.
Damn it, Toby.
Damn it, Toby.
Oh. You mean that, damn it, Toby?
Yeah, that damn it, Toby.
Yes.
This is
another man who needs to meet us at a certain event in Atlanta.
This is going to be a long night.
Damn,
that's good.
We're doing a live episode of the podcast.
Holy fuck, I just created something.
Oh.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast. It's 0, sue me. And vanilla, or what is that? Is that vanilla? No, that's whipped cream. Whipped cream vodka. That is really fucking good. Holy shit.
On a very similar level to both Chihuahua and lemonade and chocolate milk and Southern style custard.
But anyways, can we
custard?
Gentlemen, I would like to point out that we do not have or whatever in the title of this particular podcast. So we do kind of need to stay on topic a little bit here, as apparently I'm picking up the baton of reason, because I guess that's what we're gonna fucking call it tonight.
It's a running thing. What can we say?
God damn it, Broadhurst, where the hell are you?
So, 1986 to 1993, revived in 2000, revived in 2018. No, we're not talking about the 2018 right now.
I'm about to say, isn't that going to be a rant for later?
2000 is a rant for later. Let's not even get started about 2018. We don't talk about 2000.
I mean, damn it, Toby. Well, I mean, you're not entirely
I mean,
wrong.
he's really not wrong. No. Get us together and it's a train wreck. He's really not wrong. This is how The Price is Right ended up being a 3-hour podcast. Although we weren't anywhere nearly as off the rails as we are now.
482 episodes on that 80s to 90s run. 67 on the 2000, and then 61 on the.
Again, we don't talk about the 2000. Okay, you know what? This is what they did to the 2000s. Fuck it, we're going to talk about the 2000s just briefly. Play the video, please and thank you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's kind of like I expected this happen. What the hell is this?
2000. That's what it was. That's exactly what it was. They made it for 2000.
All right.
Get this shit out of here.
And Toby, you'll be surprised our feelings about
that.
I got something better. I got something a lot better. Why don't we put this up?
We actually have live interaction. This is weird.
I know this is gonna be really weird that we have actual live interaction on the show.
So many integral parts that made our show special, and I think he was the music. And this gentleman right here wrote the music for Double Dare, and if you notice that.
And he also wrote the music for the other Double Dare.
He wrote the music for a lot of shit, including I don't know, The Price is Right.
Guitar licks on the show as well, and so Mr. K-Log and Mr. Bones, take it away. A little Double Dare music here.
On your mark, get set, go! These two teams are competing for control of our first round. The current task, they've got to get the balloon. They got to pop 3 balloons with the little needle on the helmet there. They're going to jump up. Can they get 3? All right, the blue team's got 1. Red team's got another 1. All right, now blue team's got 2. Red team's struggling. Red team's
Come
struggling.
on, blue team!
Blue team, did they get the 3rd? They got the 3rd. Ding, 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 ding. All right, we're going to the question round. Get this out of here. We can come back to that. Trust me. It's good, but we can come back to it.
So each team.
With Toby, he did want me to say about times and stuff that we were going to be on. So, my fault. Yes, he is doing that for memory.
Family in 2000 was 2 adults, 2 children.
You would be surprised what game shows I can announce from memory off the top of my head like that. You really would.
Originally, both teams wore red uniforms, but once they entered syndication in '88, they went with the red and blue color theme.
You should see me do Supermarket Sweep.
So, as you heard, each episode starts off with a toss-up physical challenge. Winning team gets control and some money for their score. After the toss-up, then you go into the trivia, as I did the reading of the rules of earlier. Ah, yes, the physical challenges.
Why don't you tell us about some of those physical challenges and not all 100 and bloody freaking however many of them you said there were off there?
Yo, dog, we heard you like
nobody
long
got
list
time
on the show.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Look, I still got plenty of Chihuahua. You got plenty of your concoction. We've got time.
I mean, it's good. It's good.
Visual, please. And this is a genuine still shot of the show, not a impasta.
Or they got to catch the meatballs and then get the red slime dunked on them. I'm pretty sure that's what this physical challenge was.
Brian, I know what he was doing. No.
Yeah, no. Sorry, I didn't. I missed the. Yeah.
Memories.
Even Toby says you should feel bad for that pun.
I don't. That's the thing.
We need the fail horns as a thing. Like we have the monkey. That way, when Nielsen gets like he just does one that's just so bad, we just fail horn him.
I'm sorry. Look, do you have any idea? We've already been instructed by Broadhurst to not be heavy-handed on the monkey.
Who gives a crap about Broadhurst and being heavy-handed on the monkey? It's his own damn fault for not being here.
You know how heavy-handed we would have to be on the fail horn for this guy?
No. I mean, like, egregiously, like, cringy bad. Like, that was egregiously cringy bad.
Fair.
Not all of his puns are to that level.
But when they are, they are. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Fuck
it, I'm just drinking the goddamn vodka straight out of the bottle
at
this point.
Toby,
right.
it was so bad he thinks you need to take the dare.
So I believe it was originally 25 on 50 on a dare, then 100 on a double dare.
10, 20, 40 for the very early run.
Early. Then it went to 25.
Yeah.
As opposed to CBS version, which went straight to 50s. Then again, kid shows always get the lower budgets.
Exponential growth as well. I mean, we've seen that on a few different shows.
Well, that, and as the show got more popular, it got more money. And, you know, when a show gets more money, what do they do with it? They give it away.
Instead of the spoilers for 5,000, you were getting a trip to space camp.
I was going to say, if you said anything other than space camp, I would have actually had to physically get up out of this chair and come over there and maim you.
So you would have taken the physical challenge.
I mean, all right, go ahead. And second of all, Double Dare is the show that made Nick Space Camp Grand Prizes a meme.
You missed that one, sir.
Go back into the archives, Toby.
Yes, we did Legends of the Hidden Temple like late October.
We did it right
and again,
when the series debuted.
You can go ahead and look at those archives on YouTube, youtube.com/W2M Network.
Would you like to, tell the folks where we're live and where they can find us and all that stuff? Since, we're like 25 minutes into this thing and we haven't done a proper intro.
Why, yes. Yes, I would. You can currently find us live on Facebook, facebook.com/W2M Network, live on Twitch, twitch.tv/W2Mnet, live on Twitter, twitter.com/W2M Lilags, and on my personal Twitter, twitter.com/SquidSportsHead.
If you prefer your podcast in audio format.
Nope, that's not how we say it now. No.
Hang on. I got this.
I have a feeling he don't got this. I have a feeling he don't got this.
I got 10 on the over on that.
If you prefer to take your podcast in one ear and out the other,
Let me try this. Let me try this. First of
Dude,
yeah. Let me
the obstacle course.
Let me try this.
It's the obstacle course. Come on.
It's a different running thing. Brian, if you will.
Fine, I'll just go on the 1-ton human hamster wheel.
if you take your podcasts like trying to find a flag in Picket, hey, you know that Picket was originally an ear before it was the nose.
It was. It was.
But no, if you prefer to take your podcasts in an oral form or an oral persuasion, well, I almost said format. See, Deals has got me fucking up.
If you prefer to take your podcasts orally, you can find us on a variety, a cacophony, a cornucopia of podcasting platforms.
We can't even get through our own goddamn fee plugs without fucking it up and taking like 5 goddamn minutes, can we?
Stitcher, Spreaker, Podbean, Castbox, Overcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Pods, Google Pods, if you name it, we're on it. And yes, Toby,
This is a family show!
Family show. So, all right.
I don't know why we're saying this is a family show, because tonight it's clearly not a family
It's a
show.
family show. Family double there. Come on.
Not without Broadhurst, it isn't. Yes,
Anyway,
Toby, your punniness is appreciated, by the way.
Toby's punniness is just going to like send us even further off the rails. We all know this, right?
So about halfway through the show, you'll get that. That's the end of round 1. Host a recap of scores, cut to commercial, and we're back to round 2, which will start with yet another physical challenge.
I'm not doing another one.
Here's my physical challenge.
Oh no.
Almost had it.
He almost caught it. We almost won it. All right, toss it back. I'll catch it this time.
All right. Well, Toby's better than John. I mean, applications could be submitted.
That's $50 in control in round 2.
Now, that is an interesting statistic when we get to that portion.
What?
I don't know if
What?
I have that info.
What happened more, the dare or the physical challenge?
Well, if Will Wheaton was on, you didn't get much on the physical challenge side.
Will Wheaton was being a smart-ass, overcompensating prick and just answered all the goddamn questions.
That's kind of what he does, though.
And like totally did not let the show get any actual physical challenges in. Like whoever wrote that show, I guess, did not realize how smart Wheaton actually is.
Yeah.
And wrote like
It is a great episode to watch, though.
they wrote like 5th grader questions when they should have been writing a heck of a lot higher.
But the heart and soul of this show really is the bonus round. The obstacle course. 8 obstacles, 60 seconds, and a true cornucopia of obstacles to choose from for the 8 on an episode. You have the one-ton human hamster wheel.
Oh boy.
Eric?
What? We're going to be here a minute, so I'm stealing Brian's gimmick and just sitting here eating.
All right.
Eating on air gimmick infringement will be seen tonight.
So how's the hamster wheel go?
Easy. You get a guy, you put him on a wheel, he runs, there's lights on the side, they light up. When it gets to 5, flag drops down, you grab the flag, hand it off to your partner, and they move on to the next obstacle.
And you can win this. Insert prize cube here.
And you can win this. It's a pair of Vivitar binoculars. Yes, these Vivitar binoculars feature state-of-the-art prism glasses. They are great for sporting events, camping, trips, and much more by Vivitar.
First of all, I thought it was the 6th. Second of all, Jesus Christ, Rain Man.
What?
Nothing.
What is it scaring you how well I can do these things?
In a word, yes.
Well, Wheaton wasn't a host. Wheaton was, as a kid, a contestant. Toby. More on that later.
Well, first of all, yeah, we steal each other's gimmicks all the time. I just don't have the distance to be able to throw bottles at people.
Also, if you check the chat, I have no idea why I would know that. No idea at all whatsoever.
None, huh?
None. You should. That's the cue to play the
Yes, we
Boat
get
Beautiful.
demonetized again.
Arbitron Classic Character Watches featuring Snoopy, Garfield, Bugs Bunny, Barbie,
Yeah, so
and
here's your
more.
typical,
The
you know,
fun fashion
clear one
statement
obstacle
is
prize.
Arbitron, America's watch. It's
John,
Arbitron
this is the Double Dare version of the MGHS flip vid.
Oh, 10.5 minutes. Oh, God.
Shall I
Now,
keep-
yeah, fuck it, keep going. We'll let it roll over us
Put it in
talking.
the
Why
show
not?
notes.
Style handlebar and the XP Series skateboard for the more daring. Both in hot colors or graphics, and it's from Veriflex. It's Resintel's Escapade luggage collection. The fun in it
Keep talking about the obstacles over there, Nielsen.
Oh,
You
okay.
may as well.
Okay, so I'll talk over, Harvey. Sure. You've got a bathtub, you've got bats in the belfry, you've got a big bowl, you got the big cheese, you got the big gulp, you got the big kahuna.
I said talk about, not list all 129, right?
130.
Got the blue plate special.
I liked the blue plate special. Could have
One
been
of my
messier.
favorites.
There's the ear. There's the ear. See, I told you. There's the fucking ear.
Got the brick wall breakout. Oh, God. Trying to get one of the parents on that tricycle.
I don't know. We can make a sliming happen in a future event. But we need to build the Twitter audience first.
Got buried treasure, got bye bye birdie, clam dip, clog, clothesline pole, couch searching.
I'm pretty sure that's the most expensive prize they ever offered on the show.
Yeah.
A Ford Mustang.
Got dust blimp. Got like flips are held up above. You got pull cords. You gotta pull the cord and get the flag end off the flag, and you can win that. Time out.
Toby, we killed the pieing in the face gimmick in like 2016. We don't do that anymore.
We do different kind of pies around here now.
What will you do? That's the question. You also got a doggy door down Dracula's hatch, down the hatch, double click, double deer, helix. Drawbridge, drumroll.
I just want to hold this up, see how long it takes him to notice.
Fancy forward fireman's flagpole, sport flight.
Hey, Watkins, think about it.
Dak Factory, Dak Geyser, Dak Fat, Gator Alley.
Yeah, he really is going through all of these. So, Watkins, you know something? At least he's not on What Would You Do with Banana Cream Pies.
Exactly. Exactly. And is it weird that I still have my AOL email address?
I do too.
Okay.
As do I. Hourglass, ice cream sundae, icy trek, in one ear, out the other, as alluded to before. You got Inside Out, it's in the bag, it's in the mail. Just
He really is going to go through all 130.
You said he could.
I didn't say he could. I said list some of them and talk about them in detail, not go through. Oh, God. Oh, God. I had that stereo. My parents had that stereo system when I was a kid.
You're the one who gave him a challenge, so going through 10.5 minutes.
One of everybody's favorites, the Kid Wash. Eric, you gotta remember the Kid
I'm going to throw you through the Kid Wash.
I love the Kid Wash, though.
Got Lake Double Dare, got a new Lake Double Dare.
Oh, God. Look at that definitively 90s minivan.
You got Liza Puffs.
It's Sweats Express. Whatever, wherever, where. Colorful, comfortable.
Here's
I mean,
your definitively 90s Where?
I don't know. I mean, that minivan could still hold up today, just for entirely different reasons.
Low hurdles, the lift,
There's your Vivitar camera. Now where's the binoculars?
Manhole, Marshmallow Mountain, Mirror Maze, Monkey Bars, Moonwalk, Mount St. Double Dare, Mount St.
Oh.
Double Scare.
Mount St. Double Dare was fun. What? You didn't like the fact that you had to climb up a mountain that was covered up in cream?
You got Mush
Okay, you
Mountain,
put it that way. You have a point.
And then you have Nightmare.
And then you have Nielsen. I didn't tell you to read all 130 fucking challenges.
So here's the thing about Nightmare. On the very first recorded episode, how many takes did it take to get right?
Over 9,000?
6,
Lower.
3,
Higher.
5.
5,
Lower.
4.
4.
4. Stage has kept forgetting to put the flag in the mess. You got all these pillows full of feathers and such, and inside one of them is also a flag. And they're going through all 60 seconds trying to find the flag that didn't get planted. No flag planted. Take 2. Oh, who planted the flag? Nope, nobody planted the flag. Take 3. Yeah, it got comedic after a while. You got One Nation Underwear, you got Overstuff, Park Yo Butte, Picket / Dinos, Pipeline Popcorn was pretty good. Pop Coffin, Pop Lock, and Quicksand.
Somebody help me.
The Recipe Tire Run, Ripcord, Root Beer Float. That was
I forgot they gave away that many different types of cars, or that all of them were on the prize list.
2 versions of Sewer Shoot.
I just want to know where the hell he's getting this list of shit from, because I sure as hell can't find it.
The non-academic source, I
It
guess.
ain't on the non-academic source.
It's an alternate non-academic source. You also got a shark, a slime hybrid, a slime squeeze, the show shaker.
I wonder how long it's going to take him to realize to shut the fuck up. Or maybe we got to play Mark Summers for him. Oh, Soda Jerk was just, yeah, no. Because they always put it under the third spout, right? It was extremely rare that they didn't put it under the third spout. So it was guaranteed that somebody was getting fucking slimed, if not double slimed.
Well, that was the whole idea.
You also got special deliveries, spiderweb breakouts, Spud Splat, another version of Spud Splat, squelched waffles, steamed up, and one of the common starters of the obstacle course, the legendary Sunday Slide. Everybody loves Sunday Slide. Hating the Sunday Slide's the note because you got to climb up that ladder,
Ugh.
and that ladder does not stay.
I feel like in the 10.5 minutes that we're going through prize read, right? Prize copy. We could have, we probably could have covered like actual visual clips of all 130 of these fucking challenges.
Sushi, the suspension bridge, test your strength, the big Alaska pipeline, the big banana, the blimp, the couch, the Everglades, the Grim Ranger, the swamp syrup, the tank, Tarzan vine, test your strength, there she blows.
Oh, and he's still got about almost 3 minutes left.
Tire swing, toe jam, toothpaste, tube a totter, typewriter, the Umpire State Building, unboxing, under the covers, victory shower, volcano, wall climb, witch's brew, the works. Love the works. WrestleMania, turn through the ringer, and 15 lard face mask. Back to you. And I beat the montage.
Barely? Question mark?
No. He had about 2 minutes to spare.
Don't give him the victory, God. You can fargan.
I'm going to Space Camp.
We didn't even see a space camp plug in there, so it's perfect.
So the show went through 93. It saved the freaking network.
It really did.
If it was
Yeah.
not for this show, we would not have Nickelodeon today. The first network for kids would have had all serious content on it, and it would have bombed.
Especially because if you look at the original game shows, especially ones like Finders Keepers, could not hold a candle to Double Dare.
There's a reason why on our brackets this thing went so far.
And yes, I'm talking to you, Wesley. I still remember you from the original 70s series, The Land of the Lost.
Oof.
Campy, but awesome.
Nick game shows in general were just awesome. Like, let's be realistic here.
So there is another moment, another thing you could find on the YouTubes. The pilot was released by the one, the only, the myth, the man, the myth, the legend, the keeper of all kinds of game show clips of your Wink Martindale.
Of course he would have the pilot in his vault. He's Wink fucking Martindale. I expect nothing less.
July 30th, 87.
I was but a wee lad of 15 months at that time.
I was 3.5. Ron wasn't even around back then.
Wait, what year are we talking about?
87.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'd average like age 0.
Well, obviously the set would have had its own sewage system.
Yes! There was a trough down the middle of the set. And you could see on some episodes they had these big squeegees that they just squeegeed everything into that trough and just
Yes.
washed it off the stage.
They also had high-powered.
Very quick after those physical challenges.
They also had high-power fire hoses.
Yep.
Or well,
The
fire
very next question could go to
hose.
the physical challenge. Go.
fire hose style, but yeah. Yeah, no, they did not want to stop down for cleaning every time they did a physical challenge. Otherwise, the show would have taken like 2 hours to tape.
So, while we're talking about stagehands and such, you had your host, Mark Summers. You had your announcer, Harvey. What is Harvey's actual full name?
John Harvey, simply known as Harvey, is an American television and radio personality.
Let me guess. Not credible for academic sources.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Right.
By the way,
Right.
shout out to doubledare.fandom.com for the list earlier.
He prior to announcing at Nickelodeon, he worked for Philadelphia radio station WIQQ from 1977 to 1989, where he was Harvey in the morning.
Number one, it makes perfect sense. Number two, does that station still exist?
We'll check. In the mid-1990s, the show moved to WMGK and lasted through the mid-90s. Yes, WIOQ is a top 40 radio station in Philadelphia owned by iHeartMedia, nicknamed Q102.
Ah, of course. Okay, good to know.
And if I remember correctly, Mark Summers was a Philly guy too originally.
I believe so, yes.
The Dunkel Dare clip we showed earlier was from a event at a brewery in the Philadelphia area.
Yes, we know it wasn't originally Summers.
No,
we saw
it
the audition tape.
They tried to get Soupy Sales to host this fucker.
We love you, Soupy, but no.
Sorry,
They made
Soupy.
the right call.
You can go back on a panel show.
Exactly. No Soupy for you.
And Brian Tully missed the visual cue.
You asked me to look something up. I'm looking something up. Shut the fuck up.
Now, does it have to be my turn to be the voice of reason? Because it ain't gonna be pretty.
So
don't
Mark
get-
Summers is actually originally Mark Berkowitz, and he was born in Indianapolis, Indiana. I think he moved to the. You're thinking about Philadelphia because that's where he had that really bad accident where he had his face completely fucked up.
Yeah, park that for later. We'll give that detail then. But 93, the show pretty much ran its course. I mean, there's only so many times you can do the super sloppy kind of game show before it gets stale and it's run its course. And the ratings just aren't what they used to be. Then the network had a whole bunch of new ideas they brought instead. So the show got nixed in 93.
Boo.
But you can't keep a good game show down because in 2000 it came back.
Boo.
It got a new host.
Boo.
It got a fancy new vamp theme.
The theme is kind of okay-ish.
It was no. The theme was 2000.
Yes, the theme was 2000s of fine. It was the 80s version theme, 2000s of fine. But everything else about the 2000 just boo.
Boo, indeed. January 22nd, 2000, Jason Harris and Tiffany Phillips.
Boo.
2 seasons. Yay.
Boo.
And only 67 episodes.
Ha!
But going back to the original, you also had Robin. Eric, I think you're the one that needs to talk about this specific person involved in the show. And I ain't checking Discord when I'm on the air. Screw you, Joe.
Yeah, we don't check Discord when we're on the air. Man, it's been so long since I've looked her up. I've forgotten quite a bit. Yeah, as you can tell, yeah. I didn't always start liking banana cream pies. I'll tell you that much.
Robin Russo, stage assist on all original versions of the original run of Double Dare. Also rejoined for the 2018-2019 Double Dare Live Tour.
Yes, informational link. We got it.
Basically, lead stagehand, effectively.
She was the Moira of the Guts. Like, as Moira to Guts,
okay, Moira is to Guts as Robin was to Double Dare.
Yes.
There is your analogy, folks.
And if you don't know,
well on the SATs, so I know how to phrase it.
If you don't know about Guts, we'll cover that soon. Like March.
We'll get there eventually.
Look, our schedule is set through the end of February right now, okay?
Yeah, and if you want to see that schedule, we'll go ahead and look on Twitter.
Twitter, Discord, etc.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Is he really stealing my League to the Max or whatever bit right now?
Yes, he really is. And no, Toby, I'm usually the one giving the finger in that instance. Sometimes multiple fingers, depending on the situation.
And he's always got a banana cream pie to go with it.
When Fremantle takes the lead show and brings it back to the new host who can't host around in a paper bag. Did I miss something? Well, I do my best. John Travolta is lost. Did I miss something? Because I think I missed something. Help plan going on.
I can't breathe. Oh, God! I haven't laughed that good in a month. I haven't laughed that good since we ran off the rails in the Mark Summers Mark Summers in the Alec Baldwin episode. When ironically is when we started the Banana Cream Pie running gag.
And oddly enough, who started it?
You.
No, it wasn't even me.
Who was it? Is it Broadhurst? Really?
Yes, really. He's the one.
I know. I swear, I thought I watched that earlier. It wasn't Broadhurst.
No,
I'll
mentioned it. He mentioned it because we were talking about the monkey and getting a present, and then the rest is history.
We'll get back to you on that one.
So 2018 happens, and suddenly the show comes back.
I wanted to give it the
reverb.
you can't just jeepers.
No, he doesn't get a dramatic reverb because he skipped over something.
What did he skip over?
He skipped over the live show.
Live show is concurrent.
Concurrent with what?
The revival. They were both 2018.
No, they weren't. The live show.
Not academic, credible source.
The live show was 2012 to 2016 and ran nightly at Nickelodeon Studios. I would especially know that because that's back when I was working as a concierge at a resort right next fucking store.
I can't argue with the guy who was working in Orlando plugging the stuff as part of his job.
Right next store? Which store?
I said door.
Sounded like you said store.
Oh, shut your ass.
Look, I mean, look, if we're talking
1980s style shopping spree, we need
look,
to shop till we drop.
Look, of course, if we're talking about that, he would always want an all-expense paid trip to Taiwan, but we're not talking about that right now. Now,
Drop.
are we?
I said drop. Okay, I got no red lights around me. We're good.
I don't know. That 2000s web camera that you're on is definitely screaming unlock a drop zone.
So that's what his favorite obstacle was. See, I told you.
I did not say store. But yes, Nickelodeon Studios Resort, which is very nice hotel, was where they were holding a nightly version of Double Dare. It wasn't Summers doing it. It was something. Sometimes they had Summers come in, but that was like a rare ass occasion.
Rotating cast, much like Price is Right Live has.
Yeah. Notably, shut up, Toby. I can see the pre-screened. There it is. I was gonna say, I can see the there was a special live edition done in 2016 at San Diego Comic-Con that was live streamed on Facebook for something called The Splat. And then the 30th anniversary was the Double Dare reunion special, which was aired on Nick at Night.
That was good.
That was good. I remember watching that live.
That was good. If you can make one and submit it, of course, Toby.
Oh, no. Don't encourage him.
Too late.
I mean, look. No, I'll save the cheerleader joke for later.
Now you can go into the 2018 version and all of the special crap that went with it.
Oh no! First, I want to share one visual, if the producer would please.
Don't indulge him. Don't indulge him. Too late.
That's what your live show essentially looked like from a stage perspective.
Well, I mean, as is, I've still
No.
got the rest of the other clip.
And
I gave it the benefit of the doubt, but it did. It sucked.
What, the revival with Liza Koshy? Are we finally on that rant?
Yes,
and
we're
then
finally
Mark
on
Summers
that
breaks the
rant.
news. The show is coming back. Dun dun dun.
And that he says he's going to be involved.
Now that
Dun,
gets...
dun, 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 dun. Dramatic reverb.
You can't just keep going with the dun 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 before I hit the button. It only works with so many times.
Only Harry can introduce that thing properly around here.
That is actually his gimmick. As Harry would say if he were here, it do be facts, though.
He ain't lying.
Yeah.
This gimmick infringement of somebody who will not be seen tonight will be seen tonight. Please enjoy our feature presentation.
So Mark Summers is announcer now. I guess it works. I guess they couldn't get Harvey off his lucrative radio gig.
I think Hardy was retired.
Well, yeah, Harvey was retired, and at least they actually involved Mark Summers, unlike another show that got rebooted that was god-awful, that didn't have any involvement with the original host.
Play the clip again.
Also, it was rumored that they didn't even bother to approach Harvey for the 2018 version because of his whole public thing back in the early 2000s saying that he was completely leaving show business and was running his own home improvement handyman company.
Okay, I can't X that hard. Like a half an X.
Because he actually, after Double Dare, he went and became a location scout and then producer for the popular TLC show Trading Spaces.
Yeah, look at how well that went.
Toby, we can't be bought, but we sure can be rented.
It was a half-assed setup, but you know what? I'll give it to him. I'll actually give it to him. Nielsen finally put together a decent setup for a decent gag.
Not to mention, there is someone who is still with us at the network and will be making their return come early January that has mentioned that they can indeed be bought. So there's that.
So, yeah, 2018. There's a reason why this thing ain't on the air anymore. May or may not have to do with the pandemic.
And also the fact that the host was at the American Music Awards for some weird reason.
Liza, why?
Yeah, yes, claps because it sucks. We get it, Toby, we get it.
Yeah, we do. So,
Liza Koshy was the it thing at the time? Or was the it personality?
Thanks to YouTube. Which, thank you, YouTube, because again, if you want to see our archives and sometimes watch us as we have live events, subscribe to us and ring the bell. YouTube.com/W2M Network.
Where you can find many quality podcast presentations of the W2M Network, like Life is Like a Game Show, Video Games to the Max, The League to the Max, or whatever. And everybody's favorite, The Kickoff, currently on hiatus.
Again, we'll be back. Wildcard weekend. We'll be convening.
So, normally Harry would ask this question, but I'm going to try to be a voice of reason. I'm going to ask you. Would the show
I got $5 on the over that says he fucks it up.
Would this show work if it was brought back on the air today?
Hashtag bet on Bovada.
I would say no.
I would also say no.
you would have to really do what they did with Legends of the Hidden Temple. You'd have to adultify the kids show and blow it up to out of proportion size. But keep
Now,
it absolutely true to the original, which they did not do.
Here's the kicker on this.
Here's a hot take.
Here's the kicker on this, right? If you bring back Mark Summers as the host, right? You can get some young gun announcing talent to fill in for Harvey, right? I'm sure Nickelodeon's got somebody. And you give it the Legends of the Hidden Temple treatment, where I see a bottle aimed and ready to be thrown at me.
Nope, it's an idea face, actually.
I can't see it because
There's monitors in the way.
no, because I'm full screened. But anyways, you could give it the Legends of the Hidden Temple treatment and blow it the fuck up, right? I think Double Dare is one of those shows that actually works better outside anyways by the nature of it being a stunt show.
not to mention, even with Legends, they have started to bring back the OG and Kirk Fogg.
But hold on a second, sorry. But
Bring like a classic announcer in on that. You got a gold show.
you have, like, I think like John said, you have to keep it to the original. Maybe you can introduce like a couple of new things, but let's not go crazy overboard, right?
Some new obstacles. Pad out the list from 130 to 150.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of those obstacles are dead on arrival in a new format.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you would easily be able to pare that original obstacle list down to maybe 60 and then cycle it up to 80 by adding new ones.
If you brought, but here's the kicker, right? You bring the show back in a kind of a modified family Double Dare. You have one adult and one kid.
Yeah.
Family Double Dare didn't tank, right?
Mm-mm.
Family Double Dare was just them wanting a way to go from 2 contestants to 4 to do some of the stunts that they didn't think that they would be able to do otherwise.
Now,
And those
John-
tested.
But the key to the whole fucking thing, right? You have to have Mark Summers as a host in the tacky 90s, suit jacket and jean short, like Hager jeans type thing, hosting the show. And I hate to break it to you, but I got bad news, boys.
Oh.
It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, no.
Mark Summers has cancer. He's currently undergoing, or at least he was undergoing treatment.
So yeah, Mark Summers. Let's use this as a segue.
it'll do. It'll do in a
do.
pinch.
It'll do.
Interesting that somebody of his proclivities has chosen to host probably the sloppiest television show ever. The man who suffered from obsessive compulsive disorder, about cleanliness specifically. Now you know why there were so many damn towels on hand on that show.
Yeah.
Did you not? I mean, honestly, did you not see his episode when he was on Oprah?
Yeah, no,
There's
it was that's when he admitted publicly about the whole thing was on Oprah.
I saw that. I was like,
therapy.
I saw that. I was like, the fuck?
Yeah.
We were all like, the fuck.
That's when he solidified himself as being my idol. Because I'm like, damn.
Yeah, no, same here. If he could do that at freaking
If a man could stay up until 2 a.m. organizing the fringe on a area rug in the living room,
Yep.
it goes double dare. I'm sorry, that's legend status.
Yeah.
Fight
no.
me otherwise.
Or
1999.
sorry, we got to do this properly. That's a no. That's a no. That's definitely a no.
All judges agree. 1999. Mark Summers produced a VHS video box set with Hollander about his experience called Everything in Its Place, My Trials and Triumphs with Obsessive Compulsive Disorder. Also participated in a series of VHS videos for Freedom from Fear, a nonprofit organization with the goal of addressing anxiety disorders and other behavioral disorders. He did suffer a bit from going public, though, because another show, Mark Summers was the man to host, and he got denied for Tom Bergeron instead. Yes, for Hollywood Squares.
I think Bergeron would have made an excellent host Summers would have made an excellent host of Squares.
He would have. Very similar style of humor, everything else.
And if not, they should have fucking put him as the recurring center square instead of Whoopi.
What was wrong with Whoopi?
The first couple of seasons, she was fine. By the third season, everything was rotating and stale.
So to finish the Mark Summers story, August 2012, the taxi cab accident in Philadelphia, head injuries in an accident where his head hit the partition in the middle of the cab. Said everything on the left side of his face from his eye socket down was just wiped out. Eye socket got all swollen, having trouble seeing completely out of the left eye. There's lots of VCR parts in my face. I was pretty lucky I didn't have brain damage. Direct quote.
Yeah, sad face indeed, Toby.
2015, he revealed that 6 years prior to that, in 2009, he had stomach problems, was in a lot of pain, exploratory surgery, chronic lymphatic leukemia. Further treatments in April of 18. Late 2019 was on KTLA's morning show. Revealed he's again battling cancer. Didn't specify what type. Only says taking medication. Added, I feel good. It's all going to be fantastic.
Congratulations, you misread the credible freaking non-credible news source. In 2016, he was in remission. In 2018, he went on a radio show and talked about it. He wasn't getting treatment in 2018. You just said he was getting treatment in 2018. No. He was declared...
those two sentences trying to not, read a web page entirely.
Yes, but you totally fucked it up. No, in 2016, he was in remission for his leukemia. And then in 2019, he went on KTLA and revealed that he's again battling cancer.
Yeah, initial doctor recommended chemotherapy. Oncologist promptly misdiagnosed mantle cell lymphoma. Went back to original doctor and pandemic. Chemotherapy would go on for the next 2 years, which described as brutal. So there was treatment. But whatever. He's battling it now, but he says he feels good. It's all going to be fantastic, and we're going to leave it at that.
Well, we don't know if what he's battling is leukemia. It could be something else, but
He's feeling great.
And yes, Toby, we did not mean to make you cry, but this is what happened. But going to Toby's question, I know John had an idea face. I have another idea face.
For an announcer, if you are bringing it back with Mark Summers at the helm, you gotta bring in one of those old school kind of announcers.
I know.
I'm gonna say it
Some.
again.
I
I've said it before. I'll say it again. When you need a show with a powerful announcer, you go with the best. You go Randy West.
You know, I actually am going to agree with you on this one.
What? That deserves a dramatic reverb. You know how often we agree?
You were already on the wavelength, so.
What, do you disagree on this announcer call, Eric?
I don't disagree on the announcer call. I disagree on the dramatic reverb, but I'm going to dovetail it into this. Now with Toby, too many people scared. It will never be the same as the classics. This is where I disagree, but
that is the rub.
You do it differently than what you're doing with Legends of the Hidden Temple. There's a couple of venues, one in particular where you could bring it back, really make it work, and really tweak the show in the right way to tailor multiple audiences. You go Netflix.
What?
I have to agree with him too.
See? You see? Because if you think about it, with Netflix, even if you were doing...
Look. Netflix has been trying to get into the game show game for a while now. Do you know how much money they almost put up to buy the rights to Supermarket Sweep from Al Howard?
Sexy Beasts, The Floor is
ABC
Lava.
inched them out by that much.
Fair.
No, not even Amazon Prime. A, fuck Bezos. B, no.
If they're gonna fuck up with Amazon Web Services and take down everything in my damn classroom for a day, fuck them.
Now,
okay, now hold on. Rolling back the fucking tape.
I just want to say one thing, then I'll pass it over. We did in the brackets have one show.
If I lose my train of thought.
From the streaming services collective. I could see it. Go ahead, Eric. Or go ahead, Brian.
Brian, you go.
Okay. First of all, I agree with Randy West. I think he has the right experience to do a Double Dare.
He knows the genre of this game show.
Finally, something else you got right.
He's kind of on a roll tonight, and it's scaring me. But yes, I can see Randy West, not Andy West.
You throw this ball at you, Toby.
He is owed one heading. Second, I know another place that this could work that could appeal to an underserved demographic.
Go on.
G4 TV. They just relaunched recently. They're now exclusively Twitch. I think they're trying to return to terrestrial cable.
It's the wrong show for them.
I don't know. If I were to list the top three,
but
Brian,
I think if you tweak the questions, right?
Sure.
And you make it a gaming focused thing, like gaming pop culture, rather than just like general trivia. And you tweak some of the physical challenges a little bit so they're kind of a little bit more, to use a W2M network term, gimmick infringing from video games. You campify the show just a little bit, but if you bring in Mark Summers and Randy West, I think it still works. even if you put it on G4.
Now, the reason why with Twitch and everything else and these sites, which again, we're live on Twitch right now, twitch.tv/W2Mnet.
Yes,
Please
that's
go
where
ahead.
Toby is joining us from.
Yes, please, Toby, go ahead, follow, subscribe, spread the word. We're trying to get affiliate status. So because of that, I will say, G4 TV can be in the spectrum. However, if it were a battle between Netflix, HBO Max, and G4 TV, I would
I give it to
rather
Netflix.
that would be my exact order. Netflix first, HBO Max second, G4 TV third.
If you're gonna put,
I think the other problem here, right, is I think G4
Oh, you're hosting
actually
us as
would.
well. Thank you.
I think G4 would actually benefit from having Double Dare. Because if you've actually went and watched the rebooted G4, they are not the same. They're not even anywhere near the same G4 that was on cable in the 2000s.
Now, when you say they're not the same, or you mean they're not the same G4 after they merged with Tech TV? Or they're not the same G4 before that merger, like old school G4?
No, they're more like old school original G4 that was good.
Okay.
They've got some of the they brought back like some of the iconic people and the iconic stuff, mainly Attack of the Show.
what else was there iconic besides Attack of the Show?
Unscrewed
Bang,
with
bang,
Martin
shots fired. Bang bang, shots fired.
Unscrewed with Martin Sargent. Fight me. Fight me.
I need 4 seconds. More on that in the previous episode. But if you're gonna bring,
I went to a fight and a hockey game broke out.
exactly. If you're gonna, I almost lost my train of thought there because I've been holding it for so long.
Now you know how I feel.
If you're gonna go the G4 route, I could see Double Dare working, but it can't be the only game show you bring to them. I agree that Netflix is the better route for that show. If you're gonna go HBO Max, I'm getting this thought out. I'm getting this thought out before I lose it, because this is a 3-part thought. Part 2, HBO Max, you give them Beat the Geeks. Toby, you should know this show.
I know this show.
You get the movie geek. You get Paul Goebel, the king of TV.
No,
All right,
no,
hurry
no,
up
no.
with the hurry up
no.
with the goddamn thought before I cut
No.
you off and make you lose it.
And
No.
the third, the one that goes to G4.
Let him get it through.
Nick Arcade, fight me. We're just off camera for a little bit.
So now, while they go ahead and they settle that, and I wind up giving them a couple of minutes in the penalty box apiece, I honestly have to agree, especially with the Nick Arcade. I think something with the Nick Arcade would be even better than Double Dare for G4.
Sorry about that. I went to a podcast and a fight broke out.
Sorry about that. We're back.
He said fight him. I fought him.
Yeah. I think we fought down to a draw.
Look, you're just lucky that you both can't get 5 for fighting and go into the box. There's a rule. So many people can...
Solo.
Exactly. There's a rule. There's so many people that have to be on the podcast.
All right. Can I say one thing here? Can we all agree the only reason why we're putting Netflix so high up is because Netflix will throw stupidly ridiculous amounts of money at the show and make it actually good?
Yeah, that effect does not work on this old backup webcam.
They will make it rain, not to mention You talk about adulting a show.
You see this fucker right here? This fucker had to die this morning.
And by the way, to put a bow on John's thought, that is not how you start Beat the Geeks. Mark Edward Hoyk, the movie geek. Andy Zaks, the music geek.
I was not planning on doing an intro bit. I was just naming the name that I knew.
Oh,
Mark
Lord.
Edward Hoyk, Andy Zaks, and Paul Goebel.
Oh, Lord.
Movie,
We're talking,
music,
gentlemen,
TV,
we're talking about
respectively.
Double Dare, not Beat the Geeks.
Yet.
Yes. So, I think that wraps everything we were talking about Double Dare anyway. Oh,
No, on Game Show Network.
No.
No. You and again, the
you
problem
bring the
Netflix
reruns
has.
to buzzer.
No, Netflix will want it. Especially if Mark Summers will confirm to do it. 100% Netflix will fight tooth and nail to pick that up.
Oh yes, they really will.
Netflix wants to get into game shows. Netflix sees how well game shows have been performing.
Again, they tried already with The Floor is Lava.
Do I have to go back and remind you that they were willing to pay in like I think it was $20 million range for Supermarket Sweep? Like it was quite literally ABC and Netflix were in a bidding war for Supermarket Sweep a couple years back.
And honestly, if you can confirm Mark Summers, Netflix will be on the phone and say, "Give us a number. Right now, give us a number."
And you know
We
what?
don't give a fuck. Give
We
us your
got-
number,
we
we will
got
make
your
it work.
number.
I don't know. Clever game show reference is clever, but obscure game show reference is obscure.
I say on the
almost
grounds
say-
of obscurity.
You could almost say that show would cause some company to do $1 billion money drop.
Are you reaching for what I think you're reaching for? Yes, you were.
All right. So.
Oh, no.
No, Disney won't pull for it. No.
Toby, whatever you're smoking, man, share.
Yeah, send
That's some
some
strong
to
shit.
me.
No. Disney Plus will not buy on. Well, they won't bite on that. No. Disney wants nothing to do with game shows.
Nope.
That's why when they bought ESPN, all of ESPN's game shows
Toby.
went out the door.
Which sucked because I love
I'll
Stump the
shut Toby
Schwab.
down right now. Toby, what other network does the mouse own that's doing game shows right now? ABC. If it's gonna go the way of the mouse, that's the network it's going on. Summer of Games and Fun.
Yeah,
Summer of
Disney's
Fun
owned
and
ABC
Games.
since like the early 2000s.
Fun and games.
After and before, whatever. Oh, wait. Where'd he go?
Before and after?
Lost him.
Apparently.
See, you got me so damn mad I accidentally hit the refresh button on my keyboard.
I was like, whoa. Yeah. Dude, you don't leave the two of us alone here.
Yeah, don't
Bad
do that.
things happen.
Very bad idea. Very bad idea.
Anyways.
Okay, so
How about we have your final thought, Brian?
well, we're not ready for Brian's final thought quite yet.
Oh, wait. No, I know what we need.
I do want to talk about Mark Summers a little bit more.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
I'm
before
gonna
and
ignore
after
that
photo.
comment from Toby because
With
I know
Ryan-
where he lives.
With Ryan and John together, it looks like a before and after photo. I won't ignore it.
Go ahead with your thought, and then I have something that Eric, you're gonna have to pull up a thing for that normally Harry would call for.
Things that Mark Summers has done post Double Dare, right? Because Mark Summers actually Double Dare kind of made his career for him, right? He did some stuff for PAX back when PAX was a thing. Not anything too notable, but he did do some quiz shows and game shows. And then, believe it or not, he's a foodie. He went over to the Food Network. He did quite a bit for Food Network. He hosted Unwrapped on the Food Network. He hosted a game show network original that some of you may or may not remember called Win Tuition.
I do remember
Underrated.
that one.
Underrated.
Not to mention, didn't he also host that game show that was on the History Channel?
Yes, History IQ.
Another underrated show.
With Harvey.
What?
Yeah. He did that with Harvey.
And of course, real quick, Ryan.
Shut up, Toby. He did team up with Guy Fieri as the co-host of Food Network's Ultimate Recipe Showdown.
Didn't watch it.
Fun fact, he did a pilot for a King World show called Combination Lock.
I saw that pilot.
That was supposed to be paired with the reviver of Joker, hello! I caught it.
2 Jokers and then the hello, not 3.
Whatever. Look, the Joker wasn't my thing. We've been over this.
Now, however much I would personally like to throw this one at Toby, there is somebody else that I have to refer to as this week's Life is Like a Game Show Dick of the Week.
Hey, hold on. I wasn't done with the shit that Summers has done.
Restaurant Impossible and Dinner Impossible.
One very important thing that he has done, circling back around, because this is like, you know how there's 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon?
6
degrees of Kevin Bacon. I think it's 7 degrees of oh my god. What's the name of the guy from Rocky Horror Picture Show? He's also in Hunt for Red October.
Tim Curry?
Yes, thank you. It's 7 degrees of Tim Curry, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Anyway.
Summers has hosted the stage version of The Price is Right Live.
Yes. He's also announced it.
And he credits Bob Barker and The Price is Right for guiding him to become a game show host. Fun fact, Summers actually worked as a CBS page when Price is Right debuted in '72 with Joker and Gambit. And has actually talked to Barker, Jack Barry, and Wink Martindale, the show's respective hosts, about becoming a game show host. And furthermore,
but wait, there's more.
Summers got his first on-air experience as a fill-in announcer on Joker's Wild.
I did not know that.
Neither did I. Oh, God. Yeah, we don't mention those anymore.
No.
That's defunct for a reason.
Yes. Now,
Final thought?
we now go to Brian's final thought. Double Dare is definitively the show that defined 90s kids game shows, if not 90s game shows in general. It was you're very hard pressed to ask a 90s game show that isn't The Price is Right. Right?
And not that version.
Double Dare put Nickelodeon on the map. And it put, I don't want to say pipe dreams, but for lack of a better term, it put pipe dreams in the minds of kids and even some parents throughout the entire country of, hey, you know what? Next time we're on vacation at the beautiful Universal Studios in beautiful sunny Orlando, Florida, maybe we can get on Double Dare. It was an excellent show. It was an excellent format. It appealed to one of the basest senses of entertainment, which is just physical comedy, but in a fun, interactive, game showy way. Mark Summers, although entirely unknown at the time, and despite the fact that he had, OCD cleanliness with him, was the perfect fit for the show. And I think Double Dare has to go down as definitely within the top 5, if not the top 3 game shows of all time, at least personally.
The original Double Dare will always be the best. For Toby, Double Dare and Guts were his childhood memories sitting around a TV that weighed over 50 pounds, sitting on his butt and laughing his ass off.
Oh, I know about TVs weighing over 50 pounds.
Curtis Mathis.
For me, substitute out the Guts for What Would You Do? And you got it right there. I mean, come on. Physical comedy? We do it on this podcast. Caught it. Caught that one too.
Didn't sound like you caught that one.
That didn't sound like you caught that one at all.
I caught it as it hit the desk. Anyways,
but
I have
it
a
is
desk item.
It is very difficult to. It is very difficult to talk about Nickelodeon in the 90s or the topic of Nickelodeon game shows, period.
And not bring this fucker up.
And not be able to mention Double Dare.
It's got to be number one, especially in the Nickelodeon pantheon. It's number one.
It is. Hell, Double Dare was one of the big reasons why they got such a gigantic studio space there at Universal Studios. Like, if it wasn't for Double Dare, I don't think they would have taped any of the kids' game shows there in Orlando.
Well, because, I mean, again, they did originally Finders Keepers and some of the early shows at first season 86, but once they got to Double Dare, even more so than you can't do that on television, that cemented everything.
No, not good. I almost said those 3 words that you can't say when you mention that show.
Oh!
I almost got slimed. We need a month of CanCon. That's what we need. It would fit right in.
Yeah, we'll make that. We'll get it in summer. Yeah, no, I think Double Dare is at least for the 90s generation.
Definitely iconic.
I think for the 90s generation, which is myself, and to a lesser extent you guys. You guys were like, what, high school, teenagers, high school, like, late 90s, early 2000s?
Late 90s, early 2000s, yes.
Yeah, and that's when Double Dare was... I mean, okay, yeah, sure, you're catching reruns of Double Dare at that point, but...
I caught the OG run.
So did I. Double Dare, the original Double Dare ended when I was about 7.
The original Double Dare ended for me at like
9.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Or sorry, no,
Those
like
you run ended when you
4.
were 3, sir.
Yeah, like 3.
Yeah. Shut up, kid.
But even still, they reruns were crazy, right? For Double Dare.
Oh, yeah.
It carried Nickelodeon even after they were done producing the show.
Even if you look at Mark Summers, he made a joke about the rerun power. He mentioned the year 1996. I saw it when it first came out in 93, then when they re-aired it in 1996, and then when they re-aired that same episode again 3 years later.
This is why you don't wipe game show tapes, people. Great
Nope.
rerun.
But my point is exactly that. It is iconic. It goes down in, definitely in the top 10 of all game shows. If you're talking about kids game shows, I think it's very safe to say it is the best kids game show of all time.
I'll even go further. Beat the Clock created the genre. Double Dare kept it alive.
See, you said it right the first time. Why couldn't you repeat it? I don't get it. I don't get it with him.
Because I've got this thing on the other screen here that has me very annoyed because once again, the news desk has to mention our perpetual dick of the week.
Mike Richards?
As of late, no. The one, the only, the blanking host who thought
Alec
it was a
Baldwin?
gun.
First of all, since we're going to do that, we do this. Second of all,
Alec Baldwin. Oh, of course, the ad just flipped off of Amazon Music, where you can find us on podcast form.
yeah, but again, the fact that they waited to give us new links and stuff for a week until their promotion ends, fuck you, Bezos. We ain't playing your game.
I'm just going to read the headline of the article because it says everything. Alec Baldwin asking for a search warrant before handing over a phone is, quote, not cooperation, according to a legal expert.
Yeah, I would like to point out, for the record, this is coming from Fox News.
Fox, a network which, nope, not going there for news, and not the best history of game shows either.
What? Look, remember when we talked about how this is the one major news source that's not behind a paywall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, illegal experts could sit there all the fucking hell that they want and say that not handing over a phone is, not cooperation and, him demanding a search warrant. I turn around and say Constitution protects you against unreasonable search and seizure.
And I'm going to say that.
And then I also can follow that argument up with the man is an actor. He probably has business deals and stuff like that and trade secrets or, business damaging stuff on his phone that somebody could leak that could, cost him money. He could be in talks with ABC about Match Game. He could be in talks with somebody else about some other thing. They might try to use his search warrant to get information about the Stephanopoulos interview that he did. Like, there's a lot of possible implication there. Where I think it's perfectly reasonable that Baldwin asks for a search warrant so that investigators are limited to only looking at his phone for certain items, and they can't just wholesale use any contents on his phone against him, which is what would happen if he voluntarily gave his phone up of his own volition.
And Toby, yes, we do agree. Guts, or shows like Guts, Figure It Out, Brain Surge wouldn't exist. Look, I am avoiding the political drama because there's two different statements that I could have easily made that even if I were to mention on Point of Viewer, my ass would be canceled so fast. He doesn't get any final thoughts. This
No, the
is
final
not
thought
a.
thing is a Brian thing. Anyway,
I stole the Jerry's final thought bit like 4 episodes ago, and now it's a thing.
so Brian, where can people find you on social media so we can wrap this up?
Geez, thanks for asking, Harry.
Somebody's got to do it in his absence.
I can be found on Twitter at the Andesian. You can also find me on League to the Max or whatever here on this wonderful podcast network, the W2M Podcast Network.
Damn it, Toby.
You can find our wonderful co-host Harry Broadhurst, who is not with us this evening, on Twitter at HEB the Eagle. Please go wish him some well wishes and hope that he feels better soon.
I think there was something in the slime that got to him.
Hey, Eric, where do the thing?
Well, you can, of course, find me not just on this particular podcast, but on Twitter at Squid Sportshead. I'm going to be doing some live tweeting of the U.S. men's national team friendly against Bosnia-Herzegovina tomorrow night. And after that, you will be able to find me right back here on Facebook, on Twitch, what have you, for Soccer to the Max with Sean, where we will break down that particular game. And on Sunday, let's just say a potential reuniting could be in the works for our regularly scheduled Soccer to the Max. Stay tuned with that. But when I'm not on Soccer to the Max, or Here's Life is Like a Game Show, or on League to the Max, or whatever, or on the Kickoff, or on Twitter, you can also find me on Facebook. Look under Eric Watkins, Guy, Wine, Recliner, etc., Flame Wars, Different Advice, yada yada. Plus, if you so happen to be looking for something extra special, to know the artistic form and beauty and particular recipe that is the banana cream pie, slide into my DMs, undergo the strict, thorough, and proper vetting process, and you can find me on a whole other set of social media that you shall desire.
Also, you can find him catching some sleep at some point between all that stuff as well.
Wait, sleep? What is this sleep? Hell, I got the Ashes to follow. Day 3, the first session is in like what, 2.5 hours?
Well,
Sorry,
yours truly here, JTN 2002 on Twitch and Twitter. Facebook is for close personal friends of the JTN. You can also check out that network's credentials and also the show's Twitter, W2M Lilacs.
It's more of a physical challenge. Sleep.
It is a physical challenge. So, future format of the show and schedule and whatnot. Next week is the week of Christmas. I'm out of town.
So, Brian.
Yes, I'm working on it.
You know that's going to be a thing, right?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yes, next week is the final episode of the year.
Am I gonna have to phone this one in?
No, we can do this without you.
I could phone it in.
We could find a way, sure, but no, it's just going to be, just like we did for Thanksgiving. It's a clip show. There may or may not be some surprise editorial things happening.
You know what? Screw it. I will phone it in.
Banana cream pies, etc. So yes, join us sometime next week. I believe we're doing it at the normal time. Is that correct?
As far as I know, yes.
Because the normal time would be the night before Christmas. Would be Christmas Eve.
It'll be the night before Christmas Eve.
Yes.
Or the 23rd. Sorry, it's
because Christmas is Saturday.
I forget
Yes.
today's Friday.
Yes, good
We had to
night,
postpone.
Toby.
Usually Thursday nights, Toby. Usually Thursday
Yes.
nights.
Yes.
And yes, there is a schedule, W2M Lilacs and W2M Network. We posted it there.
Yes. Last episode of the year next week. We are off New Year's week. I'm not hosting a show on the 30th. Not happening. I more than likely have company that I will be entertaining.
Same.
So not going to happen. Next week's show, like I said, is the flip show. I will go over the schedule. January, when we come back, is the Price is Right month. Yes, we're redoing our deep dive on the Price is Right because, well, Broadhurst is forcing us to do it. Plain and simple.
A 3-hour show. A 3-hour show.
So yes, we are starting off on January 6th with The Price is Right, introduction to the deep dive.
Oh,
The
God.
Price is Right in popular culture and the very, very early beginnings of Price, 56 through 65.
And can we all hope that this January 6th goes a lot smoother?
Yes, please. January 13th, which is the second week of January, we will be talking exclusively about the Bob Barker era of Price. The third week of January, we are talking about Drew Carey's era, including The Perfect Bid and that documentary, because frankly, we really didn't give that as much love as we should have. And everybody's had the chance to see it now.
Yep.
So we can talk about it in a little bit more detail. And then the last week of January, we will be talking about international versions, the syndicated versions of Dennis James, Doug Davison, the primetime specials, and anything else we may have missed throughout the month.
You missed Tom Kennedy.
Again, anything else we may have missed in that syndication or in general. February, we are starting off with Match Game. All of the versions of Match Game, not just the Alec Baldwin one.
Hopefully Baldwin will be out of the news by then.
And then we are into Romance Month. Because we are starting a new way of selecting game shows that we will be covering on the network. Do you want to explain that to them, or should I just keep talking, Eric?
Star Wheel.
Yes, we are stealing the Match Games Star Wheel, and that is how we're going to be picking our shows moving forward. We're still going to nominate the shows that we want between the four of us, but they will go on a wheel, and they will be randomly selected because the Twitter polls are not performing the way we would like them to. So we've decided to retool that.
Okay, now I'm going to ignore that one.
But we will be choosing for February. We will be choosing 4 romance type game shows. So Newlywed Game, Baggage, Dating Game, etc. And the wheel will choose 3 out of those 4 for the remainder of February. Somebody's show ain't going to get covered.
So something sort of like
that. Exactly.
Come on with the free. Oh, wait, wrong wheel. Never mind.
Come on, $1 million. $1 million.
Show number 4. Actual names in there, then that would be what we'd be doing.
But that is how we will be. That is our schedule through the end of February. March is up in the air. However, a little birdie thinks it may have something to do with Game Show Marathon if he can convince the rest of his co-hosts to feel the same way.
Hey. Nope. Nope.
But
Never mind.
that's the show, guys. So you've been listening to another episode of Life is Like a Game Show here on the W2M Network. Don't forget to have your missing co-host spayed and neutered. Good night, everybody.